Hello everyone, my name is Sohaib Ahmad and welcome to the world of computers. In this video, I'll tell you that how to add two given numbers in C language program. So let's start it. First, open your code blocks. Okay, now we will have to select an empty statement. Click on this and then select empty file. Now we save this file. Click on this. I save it on desktop, and I rename this file as sum of two numbers. Sum of two numbers. Save. Okay, now our code started. First we'll have to add a header file or library statement. Hashtag include stdio.h. After this we'll add main function, int main brackets. After this we start with the curly brackets. As I have described in previous video that whatever the code you write in C language program, these three steps are compulsory and repeated in every C language program. First you will have to give a library statement, hashtag include stdio.h. Then you will have to write a main function, int main, small brackets. After this you will have to write curly brackets and whatever the code you want to write. For example, we want to add two numbers, so the statements we use to write this program will be written after the curly bracket started from there. So our whole code is in these two brackets, these two curly brackets. Now we want to add two numbers. For example, we want to add two numbers 20 and 15. First we will have to declare the two numbers, that whether the two numbers are floating point numbers or whether the two numbers are integer numbers. Floating point numbers means that the numbers that have a decimal point. For example, 4.5, 13.7, 200, 2.69, and the integer values are 4, 9, 12, 200, 500, 670. So first we'll have to declare these two numbers, that whether the two numbers are integers or floating point. For example, we want to add 20 or 35. Now 20 and 35 are both integers, so we take them as integer. We declare them as integer. Integer a equals 25 and semicolon. First number is 25 and the 25 is integer. We declare 25 as a. You can also use any of the other variable, whatever you like. For example, you can write z, q, and you also write num1. But there is one mistake that you can make. Don't use a blank space in between them. Now there is a syntax error in between. You can't use space between one variable. Now num1 is a single variable that you use to declare 25, but if you give a space in between them, now there is a syntax error. So you will have to take care of this. Now we declare that number 1 equals 25 and this number is an integer. After this we read. Okay, now in the same way we'll declare second number, int number 2 equals 40. Let's take 40. Now we'll use printf because 20 plus 45 equals 65. So we want to show number 65 on output screen. So to show number 65 not on screen, we use printf statement, but there we use format %d to add two numbers. We take these two numbers as integer values. Number 1 is an integer value and number 2 is also an integer value. So to the syntax of two integer value or the format of these two integer values is %d. %d is actually the format of integer, so it's important to use %d. Now we have to add comma, and there we write num1 plus num2. After this we add a semicolon and our program completed. Now we build and run this program. See, 65. Change the values 5, 10, 19. Now run this program. 15. See, this program works correctly. 5 and 1. Now run this program by pressing F9. 6. Now what about the floating point values? Now I add 1.5. So according to the sum, the answer will be 6.5. But look at this. Press F9. The answer is 6. Now I use there 1.9. Now the answer will be 6.9, but there is 6 because we declared that these two numbers are integer values, and the sum of two integer values will also be an integer value. So that's why there is an integer. For example, now we write float instead of integer, f elongated float, and also we write float there. Now it's not compulsory that we declare 5 as float, so it's important to write there 5.1 or 5.2 or 5.0 or whatever. You can also write only 5 there and only write 1 there. The answer will be 6, not 6, 6.0 because we declare. But there is also another point that you have to know. If we use their integer, the format of integer is %d, but if we use float, then the format of float is %f. Now press F9 to run this program. Now see, the answer is 6.00000 because we use the format %f. Now right there 5.5. Now the answer will be 6.5. 6.5. For example, there are many zeros after 5. If you want to remove them, then you will have to use %.2. It means that there will be two values after the point. If you use 0.1, then there will be only one value after point. Now press F9. 6.5. So that's okay. Change these values, for example 5.5 and 1.5. Now the answer will be 7.00000. Right there 0.1. Now see 7.0, only 1 0 because you have given a condition that there will be only one value after point. So in this way you can add two given numbers. For example, you have given a program to add two numbers. The first number is 20 and the second number is 40. Then you can add these numbers as 20 and 40, 60. So in this way you can add two numbers. I think I have clearly described you about this program to sum two numbers and you got my point. So if you like my video, then please subscribe to my channel or like my video, and tell me that what is the point or the topic or the statement in this program that you doesn't know, that where it she comes and why is it so, and any kind of problem that you face in this program you can tell me in comments below. Thanks.